December, over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now, hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights, my heart is cold like December, over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone, God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone, God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now, hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights, my heart is cold like December, over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone, God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone, God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone, God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone, God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now, hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights, my heart is cold like December, over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone, God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, over my heart can remember. broke my heart, can remember. Told me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart, can remember. Told me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash while I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die, let a night know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart, can remember. Told me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart, can remember. Told me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart, can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart, can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash while I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky.
Yo, what's good, everybody? We're back with another Sold Out Live, another Sold Out podcast on this Wednesday, man. Y'all smash that like button. Sub up to the channel if you're new and if you haven't done so already. Of course, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I normally do is make content about sneakers, occasional trial hauls, and y'all know we got Music Monday as well, but this is Sold Out, where we continue the sneaker talk, man. Pretty much, y'all know I go live on Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Mondays. But pretty much, sign up for that Sold Out Discord. Link is pinned at the top of the chat, and it's free to sign up. Or, of course, we can continue the sneaker talk, but we got a food section, a sports section, you name it. Speaking of sports, we do have the playoffs that's going to continue on. Pretty much, we're going to see who's going to take it. It's 1-1 right now in the series. If you guys haven't been living up under a rock, we got the Pacers versus Thunder. So the kid will be trying to stay somewhat on time because I know the game starts at 8, or at least stuff is going to start rolling around that time, and the kid want to check it out. But other than that, man, pretty much tonight's topic. You know, if y'all come in and out of here, y'all definitely smash that like button. I see you, Manny says, what's poppin', Sold Out family, what's good? Long Beach Joe Jets says, salutes and respect to Polo in the chat. Y'all let me know if audio and visuals is looking okay, because I'm going to keep it 100. I literally got off work, edited a video, shot another video, and then literally set up for the live all back to back. So, like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I really was going in on that joint. But anyway, man, tonight's topic, the best Air Jordans of 2025 so far. I got the list up from Complex. We're going to cover that tonight. StockX apparently have said they've caught nearly 10 million worth of fake sneakers as the shoe prices decline. So we're going to be talking a little bit of tariffs as well. So pretty much what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to hit the StockX story first, roll into the tariff situation, and then we'll do the last part of the live, what Complex List considers the best like Jordan so far for 2025. Because think about it, we're coming up real close on, like, we're pretty much here. This is the halfway month. There's 12 months in a year. The June is the 6th month, right? Okay, so it is time. You know, I say, like, to be honest, I don't know about you all, but like around like May time frame, After that, it seems like the year already starts just rolling downhill, and it's probably because it is. But halfway through it, at this point, man, we just got to hold in there, man. I'm going to test your chat real quick, but those are the main topics. We're going to keep it nice and chill. Let's see where we at real quick. Long Beach Joe says, let's go. Sneaker talk time, most definitely. Long Beach says, salutes to Manny. Manny with the kick says, Joe Jet, salutes. Appreciate you fellas for coming in and out, man, and being active in the chat. It really means a lot, man. So let's start with the StockX story because, to be honest, if I'm not mistaken, we've been kind of keeping up with them a little bit. So more to come here. So apparently StockX says it's weeded out nearly $10 million worth of counterfeit sneakers in the last year. Now, this is my thing. Are we still shopping as a whole, still shopping at StockX? And let's be fair, and I'm going to call myself, right? I'm going to call myself out, right? While I've only purchased from StockX one time, right? I've only purchased from StockX one time, but with that being said, I still use their stuff, like their market, to go off to make sure I'm not getting taxed too much when I do go on the resale market. Like, even though I know if I go on eBay, it could be a little bit more, could be a little bit less. I know if I'm going to go between eBay and GOAT, that's kind of like the top two like resale companies right now. And that's probably not saying much because resale is not on the level of what it once was, like what, in 2021 and 2022. But I say all that to say, like, those are some well-trusted platforms. StockX still somehow is managing to still keep afloat. And I think that's because they've had like great endorsement deals and or the right investors per se. And again, this whole live is a legend and opinionated base, so I don't know a damn thing. But yeah, that Nike lawsuit was not in their best interest. But we're going to keep it going, man. Sorry for all the coughing. I will say my allergies have been kicking my butt like ever since Saturday, dog. I think when I got off live, I went on to another planet, man, and not in a good way necessarily. Let's see where we at real quick. We got Slayer in the building says, what's up, Sneaker Squad 100? What up, Slayer? Man of the Kick says, run it up, hey. Scam Max, hell no. So pretty much Manny saying no. And Manny, you kind of been an advocate for not being a big fan of StockX for quite some time, which I'm not surprised here. But I mean, at the end of the day, they kind of did that to themselves because all they had to do, I wonder deep down, do they ever think like, man, we should have really let off the gas on those NFTs? You know, maybe, you know what I'm saying? Slayer says, Man with the Kick says, speaking facts. No, Slayer says, at Man with the Kick, speaking facts. Let's see, Long Beach Joe says, those fakes are coming from China, pulling their copyright infringement from U.S. products. A lot of, I don't know if you guys have been seeing this, but just when I'm just searching sneaker content in general, I see a lot of like, from what it appears to be, I don't know if it's true because I never used them, but from what it appears to be, I see a lot of like the people that already make the shoes over in China or have the direct connect saying, hey, just shop through us. We give you the, hit us up on WhatsApp, I don't know how many people are using that, but that's kind of been a thing lately. That's why we got to cover a little bit of tariff talk too. Man of the Kick says, Slayer, salute. My bad, man. I don't know why I keep coughing, man. But like I said, it's the allergies, and ironically, I do have the windows up because it's not too hot right now. But StockX them kind of did this to themselves, man. And this could have been prevented, really, had they would have just been, hey, we can't do this. And not, I guess the word I'm looking for, one, it's not like Nike didn't give them a warning. Two, y'all were being a little extra greedy. Because I remember when StockX was like, that was it. It was taking off. It took off like a rocket when it took off. And everybody was doing stuff from StockX. You know what I'm saying? Then I seen it where, they don't even have 100% authentic in their guarantee anymore. It's StockX verified, which apparently is supposed to be better. We're looking for the word authentic. You know what I mean? GOAT has it hidden, but you can find it on GOAT. StockX, I don't know how loosely they're using it. Now, to be fair, GOAT them are using it loosely too. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you go to eBay, and I hate to compare all three, but I mean, those are the top three reselling platforms. But there's also a lot more, like there's trading platforms that I haven't even tried it. Some people are doing the Trade Block app, and there's apparently a new one rolling around too. So there's a lot of new apps that I feel like I hadn't even got, I hadn't even got into the trading apps. And I remember when the homie Dunks was doing a live with me, he would be like, somebody like you don't want to go on there because you're just gonna get frustrated. I'm like, damn, like already, but Dunks knows me from a long time, so he's probably most likely in the ballpark of right. Where we at real quick? Let's see. Memory Kick says Slayer salute. Long Beach says Polo needs and what is that? Antihistamine. Hopefully I'm saying it correctly. I need some, bruh. But it is what it is. I think it's a mixture of a lot of things because my allergies, I just got my nose pierced. I feel like that kind of opened up whatever. And now I just been having, just around the clock allergies, dog. So y'all work with the kid on this one because we're going to keep the party going. But yeah, it goes like a little, not that I can't breathe, but I can tell it's not like as my natural breathing flow. But I'm still keeping it moving because, to be honest, while I sound like this, I don't feel bad. So I know it's allergies. Slayer says Scam Max gotta go, bruh. This is my thing. And I'm gonna play devil's advocate with y'all tonight, man. Cause as much as y'all are hating on StockX, it has the potential. Can it bounce back to where we want to buy shoes on there? I think that's going to be a hard sell. And they've tried it. And I'm not picking on anyone in particular, but I've seen a handful of sneaker YouTubers all do it kind of back. You can tell when they get some type of endorsement deals because within the same week to 2 weeks, you will see a sneaker YouTuber. And this was a minute ago. I don't think the endorsement deal is still holding up. Or they may still get a percentage off the sales or what have you. I don't know the deal, but let me put it this way. If they got gifted a pair of sneakers from StockX, I've seen at least 3 different bigger sneaker YouTube channels do that. And this was a couple years ago. And everybody went in the comment section still. Because, think about this. Lawsuit with Nike's been going on for quite some time. And so they were like, yo, y'all doing this just for the sponsorship. And people like, these still are real. We seen them also at Got Soul. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, this is my thing where I think StockX probably would be better off doing. I mean, I'm not saying don't sell any more sneakers, but they really gotta get back to selling that StockX, like that stock market theme. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be fair, I've heard other people getting, and this is all alleged and opinionated base. I've heard people also getting other fake items from StockX other than sneakers. I'm talking some people told me they bought, a Gucci this or something that, and they saw that it was fake. You know what I'm saying? Because my thing is this: it's hard to verify a lot of this stuff. Because the one thing about with Gucci and Louis Vuitton, you need to be in the know if they even made it. You know what I'm saying? Their stuff is usually, you don't really see them go. Their items don't go on sale. You know what I mean? Just to keep it real. So that's one thing you got to look at. Long Beach says, antihistamine. I think I got it. I think. I hope. It says it's an allergy pill. Yeah, I need some, bro. But see, I'm the type where I'm just gonna let it go naturally. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just fight it off naturally. I'm hard headed, man. Pause. You know what I'm saying? But that's just how it be. You know what I'm saying? But let me share my screen here on the StockX store. We're gonna get that started on what they claim, and this is all alleged, that they weeded out nearly $10 million dollars worth of counterfeit sneakers. So give me 2 seconds. Gonna share my screen here. Boom. You guys should be seeing my screen. So yeah, this is an article I found on StockX. Now this just kind of broke June 5th, and I know I was a little late to the party on this one, but yeah, you know what? We still got time because I wasn't live since Saturday, so I didn't see this joint. But it says StockX says it's weeded out nearly $10 million dollars worth of counterfeit sneakers last year. A 19-page report outlines the verification measures taken by StockX as well as some of the most commonly counterfeited items. So they're going to tell you what their most counterfeited items are planned to be. It's crazy that people are still trying to do this. You know what I'm saying? But again, what they got to lose, especially if they didn't get the shoe full price and they're trying to push the limit. You know what I'm saying? Slayer says 10 million is actually insane. It is. It really is. But are they going off what the retail price is or what the market is on the resale market? Which is probably going off the resale market of what, the potential sale was going to be. And that's probably where they're getting their numbers. It says StockX has reportedly rejected nearly 10 million worth of counterfeit sneakers last year as of its comprehensive report outlining its efforts, verification, fraud, prevention, and anti-counterfeiting in 2024. The resale platform's brand protection and customer trust, and they got that in quotes, Report consists of 19 pages of detailing the measures it takes to ensure it delivers authentic. So I knew they still kind of had to have it in the title, right? I knew they got to have it hidden, but not so out there. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously that should have been your first sign right there. At least it was for me in that Nike versus StockX lawsuit. The things probably wasn't going in StockX favor at the time. I'm not saying they won't find a happy medium here, but you know what I'm saying? This is something that obviously it did sting. Now, there's images that I got up on here. Says StockX employs technology including CT scanning right to weed out counterfeit sneakers. Now, again, I've seen those machines where it can help. Tedicate got a new subscriber in the building. Raja Chazafar? Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. And then I did get another subscriber like an hour ago because I had a live pre-set up and I saw the subscriber coming there. So it says Short Kun Dame. He subscribed about an hour ago as well. But I say all this to say, remember that program, that machine, that like authentic scanning machine? From what we gathered from it, or for what I got from it, and things may have changed because I know technology has come a long way. But from what I got from those machines where you can put it in there to scan the shoe and see if it's real, and it's gonna go off of, previous scans of what's missing. Even there's factory flaws that you gotta take into consideration for one, right? That's why that machine, this is the thing. The machine is only as good as you train it, from what I got from it. And I think me and Dunks was doing this on the live like a couple years ago. Like, you can put the shoe in there, but you got to have an authentic version first, to the best of my knowledge. Again, I could be wrong. Now, if you don't have an authentic version first to start the machine learning, and you get a fake pair off rip, then you're already trained. And I could be wrong, and I could be overthinking this, but you're already getting the shoe to train to see a fake. So at this point, what happens if that could easily where you could bring in a real pair, put in that machine to see if it's real, and it's not showing up because you put in a fake in there. It could go like flip-floppy. You know what I mean? It could go back and forth easily. But yeah, 10 million actually is a lot. You're right. So again, that's good. It's just that, again, that's that word authentic that I just read a few minutes ago. It's kind of hidden now. The report consists of 19 pages detailing the measures it takes to ensure it delivers authentic products to consumers. Over the course of 2024, StockX rejected more than 30,000 sneakers along suspected of being counterfeit. Suspected fakes are the second most common reason for products being rejected, accounting for 22% of the total products rejected. 32% of items are rejected for defects, while 12% were found to be used, or 7% came in a damaged box. The damaged box could kind of be like, I could see it depends on how damaged. Because y'all remember when I got those black cement 3s from Shoe Palace and I waited the last minute and they shipped my joint in basically they just wrapped it up in a bag. And then when I got the box, I remember the lid is tore, but my joint is real. You know what I'm saying? What happened when I get ready to sell them? And I'm like, yeah, it came like that. I can't sell the StockX because my box is fucked up. And then, to be honest, if you get a whole bunch of boxes like me, dog, get to the point where I still keep my original box, but you gotta find space for them, and that's not always easily, especially living in a place like mine. Like, it's nice, but they can get easily taken up by the space of like sneakers like that. But anyway, back to the article. Where we at real quick. So again, StockX is trying to have some type of like structure to it, and that's good. But I feel like it's still something else. I don't know if marketing can help get them back on the level they once was. But, I mean, clearly if they're still getting think about this. If they've got 30,000 shoes they rejected, how many shoes did they really get that year? Easily probably got over 100K, if not more. And we seen them do the drop-offs at some places like that too, where, they had to cut some of their employees because of, the economy and the tariffs and what have you. Let me get through the article real quick. It says, the findings in this report underscore are ongoing committed to protecting our community and setting a higher standard for accountability across the resale industry. StockX Chief Executive Officer Greg Suarez, hopefully I'm saying that correctly, said in a press release, but is excited as we are to share the wins. We also recognize the work ahead. This report isn't just a reflection of where we've been, it's a roadmap of how we'll continue to lead the trust and center in everything we do. So that definitely just sounded like a great marketing right here. And I'm assuming these are some of the items that I think probably they get through that are fake. I don't know. We'll see. No, it said, yep, exactly. That's what these is down here up on the screen. But I'm going to read real quick. It says, the most commonly counterfeit sneakers was the Adidas Compass Double Zeros in core black, followed by the Adidas Sambas in cloud white and core black, the Travis Scott Air Jordan 1 Low Canary, and the New Balance 2002R. It says Protection Pack Rain Cloud and the Mason Mahara Yohara Hank OG Soul Canvas Low in black. I don't even know if I read that correctly, but I felt like I hit it right. Okay, but here we go right here. So these are the Adidas. It's crazy because I know the kiddos and the teenagers, they're actually all kind of rocking this. Like, I don't know if we are, like, our generation and up, but I know the kiddos are going crazy for these right here. The Canaries, I thought they wasn't hitting like that on the resale market from what everybody was, I don't like these little bananas. I'm not getting these joints, this, that, and the third. Pause. But now, if it's trying to be the most fake sneaker, that means somebody's trying to buy it, trying to get a real pair. I'm going to see these go up over time just like the Phantoms did. I'm telling you. Now, these New Balances, I've seen these joints right here. I actually, if I can see them drop another pair, I may get the one of these joints right here, this style for the gym. You know what I'm saying? No, I seen this shoe right here. A lot of celebrities rock this joint right here. I didn't know what the hell it was. I just didn't rock the joint, but I see what it is. You know what I'm saying? Who the hell is trying to buy some fake UGG boots? You should be able to go get these shits right off the damn website. You know what I'm saying? I ain't shopped at Uggs in a while, but I had a pair of Uggs like years ago. One thing about Uggs, I'm just going to tell you right now, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot get that joint wet. You can only wear that joint when it's cold. And who the hell is trying to make some counterfeit fucking Crocs, dog? This is crazy. You see this? Because this is showing you like I guess this is like the sneaker category. These are the top 5 sneakers. These are the top 5, I guess, just shoes. And then slides. So they did all the Adidas slides. People are trying to get it. It's crazy because these Adidas damn near gave these away, bro. They restocked these, this and that and third. I'm not saying you still couldn't have came up empty-handed, but why the hell, fake slides? But I can see why, because especially during, like, now that we're heating back up and it's becoming summertime, I can see why people try to push that through too. And then the accessories look like there's some shades. Oh, this Shirley mug thing. I remember somebody said their daughter or somebody was going crazy over this, like another YouTuber. This actually was a popular item. I did not know that, right? Okay. Then a Supreme beanie, Supreme bag. I actually could have bought this shoulder bag a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? But like I didn't. I don't know. I'd rather settle for the Gucci one, I guess. But yeah, where we at? Long Beach Joe Jess is laughing and says counterfeit Crocs. Whoa. Yeah, that's my thing, bro. Like, I didn't know. And again, I have seen people buying and them stuffs has been selling out. But I mean, like a regular plain pair you can get, I thought. You know what I'm saying? I've never had a pair of Crocs, to be honest, man. But it is what it is. It says UGG models were found were 4 of the 5 most counterfeit shoes, with Crocs Classic Clog Lightning McQueen. So I'm guessing they want the Cars version, and a lot of the kiddos and the parents are trying to find it for the kiddos, and it's probably easier to just go here and click and boom, versus them trying to, search it out through eBay, and you know what I mean? They don't know, and they just want their kid to get off their nerves. Hell, and probably some adults want these joints too. It says, as the lone exception, all 5 of the most counterfeit slides came from the now shuttered Adidas Yeezy line. So people can say what they want to say about Ye, but his product's still out there, you know what I'm saying? And it's still going to move, and whether he's getting any more percentage of it from Adidas now is, that's kind of like probably a no, but either way, those slides are monumental and they're super comfortable. And y'all know me, every like weekly sneaker rotation, damn near y'all see me, I rock my joints. You know what I'm saying? Where we at real quick? Slayer says Lightning McQueen is goated. Yeah, ironically, I know which one that is, which character and everything. It looked like this article goes into the Nike lawsuit, just like I was saying at the beginning of the live. Says, as Nike's lawsuit against StockX over counterfeit sneakers remains ongoing, the platform says it's partnered with a member of a mainstream brand to strengthen its verification process. It's also worked with law enforcement to add criminal investigation. In April 2024, intelligence on Chinese-based group revealed credit card fraud in an excess of 1 million. StockX has been kind of going through it too, man. I guess when it rains, it pours. But again, that Nike lawsuit could have been avoided, if you ask me. It says in 2024, also saw StockX on its Detroit Innovation Lab, where the company says it tests cutting-edge technologies to bolster its authentication process. Among those technologies are CT scans, computer vision, and even olfactory intelligence. So they're saying they're using the top best like technology, but I mean, that still doesn't mean it's still human error. It's still got to be ran. Somebody's got to know how to work the machine, you know, which I'm not saying you aren't training your people properly, but hell, everybody, if you getting that many pairs, people getting tired, bruh. You know what I'm saying? But again, not blaming anything on StockX here. It's just you also, all I'm trying to get is that you got to rule in the human factor. It says automated high-risk product routing detects the products most likely to be counterfeit while considering seller behavior as well. This product alone helped prevent 15,000 products suspected of being fake from reaching customers. So I'm assuming they still got the humans still doing their checks, and then the machines caught 15,000 of fakes. That's a lot, though. You know what I'm saying? People, that means it's scary on the resale market. But to be honest, man, in today's time right now, the sneaker market is not that bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, with the exception of a few shoes that are just going to always be a hard item. Like, I'm pretty sure when the Travis Scott's drop this year, if we get the reverse fragment Travis Scott low, those are going to be a problem. You know? Point blank period. So we're going on to the next article real quick, and then we'll get ready to talk pretty much the, I guess, best sneakers of 2025 so far, halfway through. It says, despite Trump tariff anxiety, says shoe prices continue to decline for now. Maybe shoe sales, but hell, Nike products don't went up, man. I'm not liking how this article started now, but we're going to see what it is. Retail footwear prices slid 1.6% from a year ago in May. Says shoe prices were lower again in May. Overall, inflation remained tame last month, according to the last data from the Foot Distributors Retailers of America. In May, retail footwear prices slid 1.6% from a year ago, the steepest drop in the more than 4 years. The FDRA noted this comes as prices were lower across each target market, led by men's footwear prices falling 2.4%, the most in 4.5 years since the dark days in the pandemic. And I'm assuming they're talking like they had to kind of just either, if they planned on selling, a lot of shoes probably went on sale because they're talking prices here. But that means people probably aren't showing up and showing out and buying as many sneakers. And to be honest, while we can put the tariffs on this, but also it's kind of one of those like, it's easily we could say like we've gotten used to Nike. We've gotten, you know, Adidas them ain't, you know, they've been dropping, but they ain't been, you know, they ain't been knocking it out the park. Nike them has been making us think at least, but some of the drops, like I've literally seen, and I've been thinking about this too. I've talked to one of my coworkers that's also in the sneakers, and we looked at the shoes for the month, and we're like, you know, I don't really see nothing that really excites me per se. So I mean, if you skipping the whole month, which is probably good for the piggy bank, you know, but is that good for Nike? You know, because I'm pretty sure I've heard at least 3 other people say similar thoughts. You know what I'm saying? And maybe at best 1 pair of sneakers. But I mean, again, this doesn't count. Us sneakerheads is probably, the way we see sneakers and collect sneakers is probably completely apples and oranges compared to a person who just wants to buy some Nikes or just want to buy a Jordan and don't care which one it is. You know what I mean? Um, is as for women's shoe prices, the category declined 1.5% on the sharpest in 8 months, while the children's footwear prices slipped 0.5% in May. Gary Rains, chief economics at the FDRA, told Foot News that while last month's declines peg year to date, footwear prices modestly lower from the same first 5 months of the last year. Change is coming. So what they're saying is they're probably going to go back up. You know what I'm saying? And as far as like stuff selling, right? If I had to guess what I'm getting from this article, man, because let's just keep it 100. When you looked on the sneakers app, or if you just hit like, remember when I did that mall vlog? I want to say like 2 weeks ago. They had every shoe that kind of dropped this year, with the exception of like a handful, they had available. You know what I'm saying? With them, you weren't about to find no neon Air Max 95s in that jank, but they had the Jordan 1 UNCs. They had everything. You know what I'm saying? They had everything that almost damn near dropped, with the exception of like one or two sneakers. You know what I'm saying? And that one, to be honest, if you probably put the footwork in when that joint dropped, you should have been good. You know what I'm saying? It says, there is a mounting of evidence upstream in the supply chain of surging average duties per pair on footwear imports. Rainey says these higher duties soon may push the average landing cost of footwear imports sharply higher, which in turn may pressure retail prices to climb. May pressure retail prices to climb later this year. So we've already seen that though. Nike them already kind of made slight little bumps here and there, but I'm assuming he's saying other companies probably will soon have to follow suit, if what I'm getting from it. It says, this moment in the shoe prices comes at the same time as United States and China agreed to handshake deal that will enable the two superpowers to resume the terms of their provisional trade agreement. So from what I got from it, and I hate to bring the politicians into this, because I don't care who you vote for, but what I got from this is they're in the middle of trying to make a deal where everybody's going to be happy. And I will say this, though, because people have asked me this. Do I think the prices of, once the deal is made or what have you, do I think prices of sneakers are going to go down? No. So hopefully that means we're going to get raises. Everybody, man. We all been working hard. It says, following 2 days of talks between senior state officials in London, Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick told reporters on Tuesday that parties had reached a framework to implement the Geneva Consensus, and the call between the two presidents referring to the discussion between the leaders that took place last week. China Commerce Ministry International Trade represents the Lu Chang echoed that the census had been reached in principle. So they got that in quotes. So meaning they talked and it went well, but they got to get something. They ain't got nothing in black and white and signed and all agreed yet. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, if they're saying it's in a positive note, I can assume that one can believe, but we just never know. And if it's coming from both parties, mutually somebody said something somebody liked. Let's see. The representatives sought to mend fences following its escalation in the trade tensions over the course of the recent weeks, wherein both China and the U.S. accused the other of violating the terms of the provisional trade deal broken in Geneva in mid-May. During the Switzerland's talk, the U.S. and China delegates hashed out the agreement to suspend for 90 days the implementation of radical duties, which were drastically rolled back to much lower rates. So again, hopefully whatever the guy is trying to get done, they get it done and everybody's happy. Because to be honest, I hate to say this, reading through this, all I get from it is like, why these guys hash it out at the top, the people underneath them, pause, is going to feel the effects. You know what I mean? And that's like people like me, the little guy. You know what I'm saying? Where is that? It says, heading back to the Washington following this week meetings, Lutnick said he and Greer will convene with the president to ensure that he approves of the upholding the terms of the Geneva truce if Tsai also approves the conclusion arrived at during the talks. We will implement the framework, the Commerce Secretary said. So, I mean, obviously they want to see him do something and they want something in return. So these guys are trying to find a happy medium here, and it's going to be very interesting, man. And to be honest, like I said, to answer that question that everybody keeps asking, like, yo, will prices go back down? Like, no, bro. Like, if you do the history behind the Jordan sneakers, Nike sneakers, I mean, we don't came a long way from paying $65 for Air Force Ones to now what, 120, 130, sometimes 150, depending on if it's a major collab. You know what I'm saying? When Air Force Ones used to sit at a cool $99. You know what I'm saying? And also, whether we had tariffs or not, we knew we were going to see some more price increases too, because things just go up naturally over time. But also, what wasn't helping it is this: they saw what people were willing to do on the resale market. So yeah, Nike them gonna want a little bit more of the cake, you know, especially when they're the ones who were originally putting out the stuff. So why not? You know, it says last month's drop in the retail footwear prices also comes as the same time as the Bureau of Labor Statistics reported that the overall inflation increased slightly in May. So again, inflation, and that's what we're talking about across the board. And we've been talking about this for quite some time. Like when Dunks was on the lives with me, one thing we'll say like, yo, case in point, I'll use myself for an example. When I go to Wally World and shop, I get literally the same stuff. Like for the most part, maybe add maybe one thing and maybe one extra thing I normally don't get, but really I have a list, and I've been having the same similar list for like years. That list used to be $80 to turn into 90 to now it's gonna turn 120, 130, 140. They raised little prices here and there where it's all adding up. And they did that to the grocery stores. In fact, in my area, man, one thing that also they added that I didn't like, and this is a local thing, this is not probably like the whole U.S., but I'm talking stateside or at least state to state. So this is local. And it's only in certain areas of the state too that's got to feel it. Like not all the states this is being applied. Not all of in my state where I stay is being applied, but they have a bag tax where they want you to pay 10 cents per bag. So what? Think about this. What was used to be it come with the item, you could buy something, put in the bag, and leave. They want us to pay 10 cents per bag, and the bag is only, even if you keep it and try to reuse it, it only lasts so long. So he basically just trying to charge me an extra 10 cents for, that's just how I look at it. And trust me, you can quote me. If you in my area, you have seen me, and I probably shouldn't admit this, I always say no to the bags, and it looks like I just come out robbing the place. I'm like, hell no. But I have my receipt. But I'm not paying you no 10 cents per bag, bruh. That's gonna rip. And then some places, they don't even apply it. You know what I'm saying? I guess they could, but I don't know if it's up to them if they're supposed to or they can or what. You know what I mean? Long Beach Joe Jess says, thing is, inflation will likely get higher soon. The economy is out of control. Most definitely. So it could get worse. You know what I'm saying? It definitely can get worse. Slayer says, you and me both, big bro Jay. I'm so serious, bro. Like, I hate to get off mode, but on some real ish, no, I'm not paying you 10 cents per bag or something. I grew up, majority of my life was free. You know what I'm saying? No. You know what I'm saying? I hate, even they got it on, like, if you do the self-checkout, as like how many bags you got. The answer is 0, dog. No. And then just make the lines longer. You know what I'm saying? I really am not a big fan of self-checkout like that, because not everybody know how to work it at the same pace. You know what I'm saying? It just, I don't know. But yeah, no, I will not give you 10 cents per bag. So again, that's a sign of how inflation is working too. You know what I'm saying? They're raising it on us here and there. You know what I'm saying? This is my thing. I get what you're saying, Long Beach. I get what you're saying. The inflation will most likely get higher. You know what I'm saying? And that's why we need, like, the president to figure out whatever hell they want to do, figure it the fuck out. Because they're really just going to hit us, you know what I mean? Us, the little guy. And it's really, really, really sucks. Because I'm like, at this point, you going to go to your job, like, well, do we get raises? Like, no. Because they ain't got it. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, or so they say they ain't got it. Me, what I learned about, and I'm not going to say any particular job, but what I've learned about a lot of jobs that I worked, if they say no, they can't give you a raise, they got it. It's just somebody don't want to come up off of it. You can't unconvince me, dog. Let's see. Long Beach Joe just says talk polo facts. He says the answer is 0. Thank you, bro. That's all. I rest my case on that, man. Let me read the rest of this article real quick, and then we'll transition on to the best sneakers of 2025 so far, and then we'll go on the upcoming sneaker releases for like the last 15 minutes. It says the Bureau's latest Consumer Price Index, CPI, a broad measure of goods and services costs across the U.S. economy, saw prices increase 0.1% on a seasonal adjustment basis in May after rising 0.2% in April. Prices were also up 2.4% over the last 12 months after rising 2.3% the prior month, excluding versatile food and energy costs. So there you go right there. So this is like, this doesn't include, because it says excluding the food and energy costs, right? So this is my thing. This is just off of like, off the sneaker type of thing. You add in what people got to pay for food, this, that, and the third, right? You know what I'm saying? Also, it's not just in the grocery stores, because you know what people say, like, well, I'm not going to eat out because it is cheaper to just buy in the grocery store. This is true. But even if you do look at the prices of takeout and or just getting food to go now or getting food anywhere, case in point, probably talking too much on this one. It's one place I go where I know for a fact I've been getting the same damn thing for years. It went from being $12 to now is they need an 18 spot. $18. You know what I'm saying? Same with another spot too. I remember when that joint used to be like at best $13, $14. That joint has risen up to $18 too. That's how hard they've been hitting this, man. So that's the food part right here. You don't want to think about the grocery store too. You know what I'm saying? I be trying to walk out of there keeping it simple, and I still come off the hip. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it says the energy costs, and again, light bill, all that, because if you use energy, if you need air, that usually runs off the electricity too to cut the air conditioning on. I will say this, when I cut my joint on, it's like it lets me know that like, boom, we're charging you, because you can hear it click on, because it's like not loud, but you can just, if you got silence and then you cut it, you hear go boom. I'm like, yep, you're taking my money. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel, bruh. CPI rose over 0.1% in May and increased to 2.8% over the same time last year. So that pretty much completes this article right here for pretty much, I guess, where we are with the tariffs, just a little bit as the sneaker market kind of declines a little bit, man. So we're going to get ready to transition on to the best Air Jordans of 2025 so far because, yeah, man, we're making at a great pace. And again, I do want to talk upcoming sneaker releases to wrap things up here for like the last like 5 minutes. And of course, y'all know I'm trying to catch a little bit of the game because you know how the game goes, man. Even though I'm not really excited about this playoff, but I mean, it is what it is. Where we got real quick, Slayer says, no raises, but can raise a plastic bag. Welcome to America. Bro, I don't see how they can charge for a bag. And how much you think that box of bags they get, they probably don't even spend like 10 cents on the joint. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you think about it, they get them probably because look how thin they are. You know what I'm saying? And then if you get the paper joints, those suck too. Like, both of them got their pros and cons, right? And I don't want to make this about bags, man, but the plastic bag, put too much on it, it's going to rip. The paper bag, hell, you got to hold it from the bottom or else. You know what I'm saying? And you want us to pay for something that's not going to last? Now, at this point, what they try to push is like, well, just buy reusable bags. You guys can get reusable bags. Here go the problem that come into play. I got a reusable bag. I never had that joint with me whenever I need to go or at the timing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, I guess I could just leave the joint in the car. But this is my thing. If you're carrying the stuff in from the car and you get it all in one whop, do you want to go back out there after putting all that shit away? I don't know, man. Maybe I feel some type of way. Slayer says, I'm going to start bringing my pillowcase. Hey, I was not ready for that one. I mean, and then they're going to say you, hey, look, then you're going to get accused of trying to rob the joint. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you want from us, man? That's just how I feel. But let's transition on to the best Air Jordan 1s of 2025 so far, according to Complex, man. So it says from the White Cement Air Jordan 4 to the Flu Games Air Jordan 12, we're taking a look at the best Air Jordans of the year so far. Now, this just dropped June 11th, so a little bit more current. So this just dropped today. I did see that Divine posted this in the Discord as well, so I wanted to make sure I made time for this. And look like we got plenty enough time because I'm only going to be on the live for like 10 more minutes, so shouldn't be too bad right here. But it says, is Jordan Brand back? Things are feeling a little different as we look back at the best Air Jordans of 2025 so far. It would be absurd to pretend like sneaker collectors ever pivoted fully away from the Jumpman, but there's no doubt that the house of Michael Jordan built felt like it was cooling down over the past couple years. I'll give him that. I'll give him that because, I mean, to be honest, in 2020 and 2021, we was booming. And then 2022, it died down after that. You know, that's just how I feel about it. It says pretty much mesh runners and Y2K era retros took over the sneaker trends a few years in the 2020s, and all of a sudden, ancient basketball sneakers started to feel saturated. You know what I'm saying? Because outdated, not saturated, but outdated. This is my thing. When people think that the shoe, and this is where that whole term of bricks and all that stuff came from too, right? Where they're like, oh, it's bricks. These are bricks if they're sitting. It doesn't mean it's a brick, bro. If it just, and maybe Nike is making too many, but see, Nike always probably feels like they're in a rock and a hard place. Because think about this. We'll say, damn, it's a brick if it's sitting, but everybody's able to go get them whenever they want to, right? Because that would be nice, right? But then you see where people be like, well, it's sitting, I don't really want it. Some people want to chase it, feel like they have something quote unquote limited. Now, that's why I said Jordan, and then if they don't make enough of a shoe that everybody was going crazy for, people gonna be mad. Man, why I ain't make this many pairs? I'm like, dog, Nike them really don't probably have a method to their madness anymore, except we know that they ones that they know for a fact is gonna sell out. Now, those are always gonna feel like limited. And we can insert Travis Scott, Air Jordan 1, low, high, you name it in there, right? Those are going to be somewhat tough every single time. Now, Travis Scott sneakers haven't been moving like that. His regular ones, they've been moving, but not like, I don't think the demand on the resale market is there. Do they sell? Probably so. But you know what I mean compared to what some shoes get up to 1,000. It says where we at real quick. In the past couple years, Air Jordan haven't felt a significant and did a pre-2020. This year might change it all. In the past 6 months alone, Jordan Brand has brought back a handful of its best ever sneakers, revisited top tier collabs for the recent years, and remade once unobtainable grails into retail releases. You can interpret the run of a hot product as a break glass in the emergency move, or walk into a new quit sleeping, maybe kind of tired giant. Either way, it's resulted in a great year of collectors and strong run on the Air Jordans in the midpoint. So this is Brendan Dunn who wrote this joint. So this is what he has at number 10. The cool grays, which I did cop these. Divine Photos in the builder says, Polo, what up, man? What up? Appreciate you. We're going over what you posted in the Discord real quick. Complex is what they consider the best Air Jordan so far, and they got 10 for us. Cool gray. Now, y'all know me. I'm never going to agree with the order, but it doesn't matter. We're going to say this right here. Cool grays, I can give you that. They got that at number 10. That dropped at March 15th of this year. Then we had the Air Jordan 1 Swarovski Shadows, which I don't know who they're. Wasn't this shoe like what, $1,000? No, sir. But they dropped May 22nd. I can see how they could be popular though, because if you go to events like, case in point, the BET Awards was Monday. I probably could have got a fit off with these or something like that. But I mean, yeah, that's something that, you know, we can agree on that one. What was that? Devon says, we love nines. This is true, bro. I like when they brought them olives back, but I know we're talking about this year. But the cool grays, I had to have them, right? Number 8, they had the Nike SB Air Jordan 4 Navy. These did have a wave, too. These had a wave. I'll give them that. Number 8. And that dropped March 18th. Yeah, I remember that. Where we at real quick? Air Jordan 12 flu games, number 7. These, if you put in the footwork, you could have got them. But yeah, a lot of people did go for these. You know what I'm saying? So this was March 1st. So March was a heavy hitter month, if you're going to keep it real. Devon says, we love 9s. No regular person is wearing Swarovski Jordan 1s. This is true. This is true. But there's going to be a handful of people that's probably going to get those joints too. You know what I'm saying? Devon says, the Air Jordan 4 SB Navy don't hit like the same Pine Green was better. Pine Green may be the better one, but we also gotta base it off this year, and then what they're trying to get at too within the last 6 months, and with Elliott Hill taking over, this is all probably stemming from, to see where the changes have made possibly came from. At number 6, he has Air Jordan 3, the Sewell 2. I wasn't a fan of these. I don't even know if I did a video on these or not, but these apparently dropped May 17th. I'm pretty sure I did, but I didn't go for them. I don't hate them, but I don't really love them. I know I wasn't going to rock them like that. You know what I'm saying? But I think it is a good summer shoe, though. I think this is a good summer shoe. I'll give you that. Jordan Brand has been making it count with the drops. And they did the Union Air Jordan 1 Chicago Shadow. I personally wasn't a fan, but people were going crazy over these two. Now, these dropped February 27th, 2025. Meh. I don't know. I never was into this one. But again, this was a shoe people were going crazy for. We're going to keep it real. Where we at real quick? Air Jordan 4 White Cements. Now, these did a restock and everything to the best of my knowledge. May 24th, $250 taxing, but I think they did a tremendous job on these. So I'm going to give them definitely. I think he's got a good solid list, man. I like this. Air Jordan 3 85 Bread. I'm hoping we get another drop of these. But yeah, these dropped back in February. These did do their thing because they did have people out in line waiting for them, if we're going to keep it real. Devon says, those Soul 3s are nice, but the Soul, they did too much. I mean, it just wasn't for me. But I feel you, though. I respect it. Now, the Bread 85 cut, this shoe is dope, but I would have liked to got a pair. Maybe I should have put in the work. Maybe I shouldn't have. But, I mean, yeah, it just, I don't know. I feel like they could have gave us a little, they really limited the drop on that one. And so number 2, they had the Air Jordan 5 black metallic rim. Yeah, this shoe took off like a rocket. In fact, I think this is what really they kicked it off with that really kind of bang, right? You can say maybe the Deions, the Diamond Turks, but I mean, we talking Jordans. Jordans, the black metallic 5s, just hits. It did a great job. You know what I'm saying? I think this was a perfect drop. They executed this one really well. As a person where I like these over the original metallic 5s, but that's what it's kind of mimicking. I rock with it. You know what I'm saying? Where we at real quick? Devon says those 85 breads are nice in hand, not gonna front. Then you just copped a pair, right? I thought you posted on feed on them joints in the Discord, right? I think so. It looks like you had a pair anyway. Was that the 85 cut? Let's see real quick. And what they got at number 1. Oh, of course. I should have known. This is the only one I did not rock with right here. This is what he has at number 1. The Nigel Sylvester's Air Jordan 4 brick by brick. Yes, people did go crazy on them. But as far as number 1 so far this year, I'm not a fan. But yeah. And Devon says, yes, I did. Congrats on the cop, homie. That's what I figured. That's what's up. I may have to be glancing at a pair too, man. But I'm trying to see if they going to actually, if the rumors is true. But yeah, I don't agree with this number 1 spot. But all the rest of them, they were definitely making moves. And to be honest, this one had its moves too. I just don't like it personally. But I mean, it ain't for me. Devon says, the Nigels did go crazy. And I do admit, people were wearing them. Yeah, like I said, it went crazy, and it did cause like a back and forth where I feel like either you loved it or you hated it. I feel like it was we were just torn. Part of us was like, nope, I'm not rocking with an orange shoe. And then part of the other people like, I'm rocking with it, y'all are crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. And that's what makes the sneaker game so interesting, man. So pretty much, I just hit that knocking on the hour mark, man. I'm going to go ahead and get ready to wrap things up here for the night. We can talk upcoming sneaker releases just for a little bit, and then y'all know I'll be back live again on Saturday. Y'all definitely smash that like button as y'all come in and out, man. Most definitely means a lot to the kid. But one thing I do have up on the screen, I think right here, boom, the Ferrari 14s. Those are supposed to be coming Saturday. Still on the fence about these, but it's gonna be a very, very interesting week for sure. New Balance supposed to be dropping here, but that's supposed to on the 12th. But yeah, that should be readily coming pretty close. And then we have the Salehi Bimberry Croc. This is like a tree camo. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not into Crocs, but I don't hate these. Now these are supposed to be coming June 12th as well, so pretty much tomorrow. A lot of this is coming tomorrow. Yes, sir. I don't hate these. I'm gonna be honest. They got the Better Gift Shop and Nike Air Max DN8. Yeah, no thank you for me. But I feel like these will move. $200. These are supposed to be June 13th. Interesting. I don't hate them though, but not for me. Where we at real quick? Not sure if it's Jown or JJ Jown, but I'm just gonna say Jown and Asics Gel Kano 14. Now I've had a pair of the Asics Gel Kano 14. It is a comfortable shoe, but I was just using them for the gym. You know what I'm saying? Devon says there was a pic of a dude rocking the Air Jordan 1 UNC 85 cut. Interesting. I didn't even know that. You know what though? You know what was not on Brandon Dunn's list so far? And can we agree with this or disagree? He didn't have the Air Jordan 1 UNC Reimagines on there, right? He didn't have those on there. I didn't see them. You know what I'm saying? And that one, I think, while it's still readily available, but I feel like but I get it. He did 10. So I mean, that one definitely makes the list. But I guess he didn't. You know, that one. Everybody got their preference at the end of the day. Devon says, "Where we at, real quick?" Plus, the Jordan 1 Royal is a possibility. Interesting. We shall see. It looks like we got the Vandy, the pink, and Asics Gel Nimbus and 10.1. So we got that. And, of course, Air Jordan 14 Ferraris. I'm very curious how these are going to do. I don't anticipate these sell out, but a lot of people have been mumbling about them too. But $210, and it's not the typical I don't hate them, though. I'll put it like this. If they don't sell out instantly and the bag looking right, I might, but I'm not finna try to go crazy and chase, though, if I heard. You know what I'm saying? Devon says, I heard these are limited. Interesting. It may be, bro. I don't know, but that's going to be the top ones for this week. I know for sure. Probably even like this month, though. I mean, we do got the great fives that's anticipated this month, but this is all based off this week. So we'll see how it goes. Let me put myself back on the main screen. We'll get ready to wrap things up here in just a second. But this is going to be an interesting month because it appears like nothing, but I feel like, people are still going to want to cop something. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see how it goes. Where we at? Let's see. Devon says they heard they don't have a lot of 14s like that. Okay. Most people don't, but then if you're saying the 14 Ferraris are going to be limited, it's going to be interesting too. So there's not a lot of pairs. And I know some of the true OG collectors are probably going to pull up. I'm on the fence so freaking hard because, it's my favorite color too. And I don't have any 14s. And I know 14s are cuttable because I had a pair before. So definitely a tough call for me. It's definitely a tough call for me on this one. Where we at real quick? Man, Kick says they're going to sell out. I would assume. We'll see. And we got Mr. Turtle Ching. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. If not, my bad. Says, good evening. What up, homie? What up? I be seeing you in the comments a lot, for sure, man. But where we at? I've been on this joint for an hour and 4 minutes. Getting ready to wrap this thing up. Devon says, the grapes are coming soon. Yeah, they're coming, the last week of this month? Or at least, either next week or week after next, I think. I don't think I'm gonna get the grapes, dog. I had them before and I sold them. Now this one got the Nike check versus the one I had the Jumpman, but either way, man, I don't know. I'm on the fence. This month is kind of iffy. It's just iffy for me. Let's see. Mr. Charles says, you good, big homie. Appreciate that. Yeah, my bad, man. My bad. But other than that, I've been on this joint hour and 4 minutes. Let's wrap this thing up for the night, man. Appreciate everybody for coming through, showing love. I see you, Devani says, Polo, you gonna try for the Reimagine Fives to get the Reimagine Fives? Possibly, possibly, maybe. That's kind of different. But again, I'll handle that when I go down that route for sure. But I'm looking at a lot of stuff. I know one thing: those I'm my year fives, they're not doing it for me. Those I'm my year fives, they're not doing it for me. The ones that I've seen that's supposed to be slotted, but I think they've been pushed back, they not doing it for me, man. I'm my year is so hit or miss lately too, man. I'm not trying to pick on them, and I don't want to get started on a whole nother lie, but they're so picky. It says they too much burgundy. I mean, I don't know what it is. It's something not right about them. That's all I know. Devon says, you seen the True Money threes? No, I haven't seen the True Money threes. I haven't seen those yet, man. I haven't seen those. I got to get caught up. For sure. He says it's a white version of the Black Cats. Interesting. Jordan Brand them, and that's another thing too, bro. Like if once you move, they try to do the complete out, and I can't knock them, but I mean, it ain't gonna work like that for every single every sneaker. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Mr. Turtle says either Ferrari or Grapes for me. Leaning on the Ferraris at the moment. I'm leaning too, dog. I just don't know where I'm at though. I'm be honest. I'm leaning too. Where we at? Man with the Kick says hella pinky this year. Hella picky. My bad. I said pinky. My bad. He says hella picky this year. Nike got it to surprise us nowadays. Got to surprise us now. I mean, yeah. I mean, they doing better though, bringing back a lot of the OG drops. So I will say that I like that. Devon says tomorrow is a shot drop on DSG. Appreciate that. For the people that are gonna be trying for them. Me, I'm still on the fence though. But yeah, let me wrap this joint up, man. Appreciate everybody for coming through, showing love, being active in the chat. It really, really means a lot to the kid. Smash that like button if y'all haven't done so already. Sub it to the channel if you're new, and if you haven't done so already, of course, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I normally do is make content about sneakers, occasional trial hauls, and y'all know we got Music Monday, but I will be back live again on Saturday with another Sold Out Live, another Sold Out podcast. Until then, man, I will do my very best to get caught up on the comment section. Sign up for that Sold Out Discord if you haven't done so already. It is free to sign up, or of course we continue to sneaker talk, but we got a plethora of other sections over there as well. And just come and kick it with the kid, and we can vibe out. And yeah, I'll see you guys again on Saturday. And yeah, I am officially out this thing, man. Peace.
December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to live.